So, last time when we played, you guys decided to go finish a chunk of exploring the first floor, um, finding the upper halls from where the vampire chick was, or the flesh golem and Haria and all them. Finding these giant spider corpses all over the place. And then in searching, you guys decided to go east. Once you open the doors to this eastern hallway, Aragorn style, a rune appeared on the door and shot energy towards Lugwin. And as luck would have it, gave him a little bit of a boon. So you still have that in your pocket. And in doing so, you guys spooked some manticores that were hanging out here. But with some clever maneuvering and clever use of the frightened condition by your scary ass warlock, you were able to keep the manticores at bay and pick them off one by one. And that is where we ended. You guys did a little bit of looting around the corner. You did find some just a little bit of cash, and as well as a belt of returning that is now in the possession of your ranger. Duke has that now. Yes. And that is where we left off. So you guys took a short rest. You got some hit points back if you want, if you haven't already. And that's where we'll pick up. What do you guys want to do?
These are double doors, yeah?
Yeah. Let's open these doors.
Let's open this door.
All four of them.
Okay. Sweet. How are you opening up these doors? Are you doing it Aragorn style again?
Yep.
Just gonna open the one door, yep.
Okay. You open the door to a hallway.
God damn it. Alright.
It is a dungeon after all.
I know. Alright, looks like it goes down to those doors. Let's go down this hallway.
Okay. Before you go any farther, make a perception check for me.
Oh, shit. 11.
An 11. You can faintly hear in the distance a low kind of breathy growl.
I hear something.
I'm gonna go. God, this is a bad idea.
You wanted to keep exploring.
This is a bad idea.
Can you sneak around the corner and see what's waiting for us?
Dude, yeah. I'm an 8-foot-tall Goliath.
No, I'll sneak.
No, I said hollow.
Hollow?
I don't.
He's dead.
Yeah, you've been dead.
You gonna throw the water skin bag around the corner?
Don't throw it around the corner.
Shit.
Squish.
Man, can I walk to the end of the corner? Will he? Whatever.
Can I
do it stealthy?
Can I roll stealth? Let me roll stealth.
You can roll stealth. Yes, go ahead. Those of you who are trying to peek around the corner, go ahead and roll stealth.
8.
Okay.
Oh no.
Don't. Yep.
Oh, yeah, Brian, smile.
You messed this up for us.
I start walking, and you hear clown horns when I'm walking.
Essentially, you just hear a loud crunch as you step on a dead rat bone below you, and you hear that breathy growl stop, and you hear a and looking in your direction is a very large troll.
Oh man!
Does he see him, or is
he sees you directly?
Well,
does he?
Let's go ahead.
Roll initiative.
Roll that initiative.
No.
Right off the bat.
Right off the rip.
Damn it.
Yes.
It's on a 15.
6.
Yeah.
8. I mean, it makes sense. I'm all the way in the back.
15.
Okay, let's see here. With 16, O-line,
6.
6. Raleigh with the 15. Duke,
9.
and Lugwin with an 8. Let's see what the troll rolls. All right, the troll is up first. Not surprised by any of you now. The troll drops a little morsel that he's chewing on and starts running towards you, growling. He will go 10, 15, 20, right there, right in your face. Raleigh, you see this giant troll coming at you. And he's going to he's going to rear his arm back and he's going to swipe it at you. A 9 is going to miss. He's going to go ahead and take his other claw, his other arm, and just rake around again. Does the 16 hit?
10 is exactly my AC.
16 is your AC. All right.
It's gonna hurt.
All right. So he connects with his second hand attack. Go ahead and take 9 points of slashing damage, please.
That wasn't so bad.
Oh, that's
Yep.
it.
But after those 2 claw attacks, he's gonna roar at you and open up his jaw and come down to try to take a bite out of you.
Crime.
17 is
God.
gonna hit.
Blech.
Go ahead and take 5 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Pussy.
Says the guy with 54 hit points. Eh.
Yep. All right, and that is gonna be his turn. Zith.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Oh. From there?
You hit him.
And that's a 4.
Yep. The firebolt from there is gonna go ahead and trying to peek around the corner, trying to do a little maneuvering there. He is able to dip around at the last second as the firebolt hits the wall next to him, singeing Raleigh a little bit for maybe a little payback for what happened a couple other times ago.
I'm gonna move a little closer.
'Kay.
That's it.
All right, Raleigh, you're up.
If I keep standing here, I'm gonna be down.
You got that crossbow expert?
I don't know if I did or not. Where the hell's my move thing?
You can disengage and you won't get an
Yeah.
opportunity attack.
Yep.
But that is your action. All you have is a bonus action left at that point.
I can still shoot him. But where can I go
Once.
though? He.
Okay, are you
Here?
disengaging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely disengaging.
All right.
And then 1 regular crossbow.
You got your offhand crossbow, so your damage, you don't get your bonus. So an
Right.
11 is gonna miss
Really, that big ass thing?
that big ass thing.
Okay.
You hit it, but it just, the arrow just bounces right off. It doesn't pierce his skin. All right. Duke.
Nuke him.
I should be able to go and hit him from where I'm at. I don't think that's a disadvantage anyways. So, I'm gonna go and roll for my hit.
Okay.
23.
23 will hit.
Ooh, 6 for damage.
Points of damage. All right.
Go for my second one here. 14.
14 will not hit.
Not hit.
14, your arrow hits him, and just kind of like Raleigh's crossbow, it kind of banks off the side.
Gotcha. But I do know that there's another one here.
You do get your dread ambusher, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have that one. So let's do... I think what Dread Ambusher is a 1d8. But I still have to roll for it, don't I?
You still have to roll to hit, yes.
Yeah. 16.
16 will hit.
Alright, so 1d8. Roll for everybody. Wow. 1.
Wow, 1 point of damage. All right.
Not my day.
Lugwin. Or is there anything else you want to do, Duke?
I think it should be all set for now.
Okay. Lugwin.
Ludwin's gonna move up in front of Zith. Oh no, he's not.
Where's
He's,
O-line?
he's gonna.
I'm right next to Zith.
Are you not?
Yeah, I am.
Are you
Wait,
hiding underneath
is-
somebody?
I'm
Is
right
Raleigh?
here.
Wait, where? Oh, what?
No.
Oh, Duke was on him,
Hey.
riding his shoulders. Is there like a knowledge check I can do to see if this troll is considered humanoid?
You go ahead and make a history check.
Okay. Come on, fuck. 2.
A 2, yeah, you have no idea. You just know this is a troll.
Okay. Oh. Hey, buddy. Sorry.
I thought you were talking to the troll.
They're like, ignore my history check on you. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so he's gonna try something, even though he's not sure if it'll hit.
Okay.
Lugwin will kind of concentrate his energy and try to cast Hold Person on this troll.
Okay.
That is a Wisdom saving throw of 16,
Well, let me see.
I believe. I'm not sure.
What?
That's phased. I'm not sure if it'll hit, but
Let's see. Hold person. Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. Okay. Let me see something here.
this is what we're doing right here.
Hey, look at that. Okay, cool. So you go to concentrate and you attempt to cast this spell, Hold Person, on the troll, and you can see that it just has 0 effect.
Okay. Alright, so he has, let's see, I was back here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He has 5 feet of movement left, so he'll move back 1.
Okay.
And that'll end his turn.
All right. O-line.
Oh, it's my turn finally.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll last in initiative.
I know, right? Yeah. I'm gonna swing.
Swing at him.
18.
18 will hit.
8.
All right.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, you are.
Almost a 20.
Ooh,
22.
22 will hit. Yep.
Oh, damn it. A 7.
7. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. As the troll begins his turn, you can see that as he takes a deep breath in, some of the slashes and arrow wounds on him start to seal up.
Control regeneration.
Him with fire.
He looks at you, O-line, as he sees a new foe in front of him, and he will go ahead and swing his claws at you.
Let's go, baby troll.
First one is going to be a 24 to hit.
God damn.
The second one is
course
going to
it
be a
would be.
17 to hit.
Alright, so the first one that
Okay.
hit, I am going
Okay.
to parry.
Okay, let me roll the damage on the first one real quick. I should have done
Oh,
that
that's right. I
first.
thought you did
That's
the
my
damage.
bad. No, that's my fault. So that's going to be 15 points of slashing damage from that
Oh,
first
fuck.
hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna parry that shit.
Okay, go ahead.
D8 plus. Oh, 7. Reduction of 7.
Okay, so you're going to take 8 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
All right. And then he's going to go ahead and make his bite attack against you. A 12 is going to miss as well. So you were able to get him out of the way. Just shove his face out of the way as he comes down to try to bite you. All right. Sith, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
There needs to be a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. What does he have to be?
13.
Okay. He rolled a natural 20.
Ouch.
So
Man.
yep.
Okay then.
Even a troll sometimes
Yep. No half
can
damage
be a
with
little
these
wise.
saves?
A
Okay.
cantrip, I think so.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Now you did
let me
still
go-
have your spiritual weapon before. I don't know how long
Yeah.
it lasts.
I don't know.
Here, let me.
I mean, it
let
says
me look
duration
here.
1 minute, but
Oh, duration is just 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, your spiritual weapon would be gone by now.
yeah, let me go ahead and cast him again.
Okay, then I will bring that back on the field. Where are you gonna cast it right in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bring it
22.
right there. 22 will hit with your spiritual weapon.
Okay. 3 points.
3 points of radiant damage, right? Is that what it is?
It is. I don't know.
Let's look.
Just a spiritual weapon to hit.
Spiritual weapon. Spells.
Just says melee damage.
Where is it? Where is it? Spiritual weapon. It is, so it's 1d2 force damage. So if you hover over the 1d8 plus 2, there's a little icon next to the 2. It'll tell you what type of damage it is.
Oh, I see. Yeah, force.
Cool. All right. So 3 points of force damage. All right. You got some movement if you want.
No, I'm good.
All right. Raleigh.
All right.
I'm a fire.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him right in the face.
Good
10
my
does
feature
not
rolls.
10. Yep. The arrow's just gonna plink off of his thigh.
26.
26 absolutely will hit. That other thigh it's gonna sink in there. You've almost got him Ace Ventura'd.
Almost. Only 7.
You're hitting with your longbow or your crossbow?
I mean, it's the same damage.
All right, that's fine. If it's the same, that's fine. All right, 7 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I have one more with my boom damage. 18?
18 will hit.
3.
3 points. All right, cool.
Tickle him.
Yep, you've got 2 arrows in his thighs, and he's now doing the Ace Ventura when nature calls. All
My
right.
son was pointing at all of you, and he points at you, Brian, and he goes, "Is that the game master?"
Yep.
I was like, "What the hell?"
There you go. All right, Duke. You're up.
Someone else has been teaching him what D&D is about.
I'll inch up a little bit here.
Oh, because Lucas, you got him that Young Adventurers set, right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. Longbow to the face.
Longbow
15.
to the face. 15 will hit.
All right. 7.
7 points of damage. All right, he's just getting riddled with these arrows.
Let's hit him another time. Nat 20.
Ooh, natural 20. That will do it.
So we about to smack him with this one right here. 14.
14 points. Awesome. Good work.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
I do. I think I still have my dagger, which I could throw. Now that I have that belt, it'll come back, right?
If it would be it would be a bonus action, right? So do you have something to do as a bonus action?
My bonus action is actually no, just Hail Thorns and 2-weapon fighting. Nope. Never mind.
Well, let's look at that 2-weapon fighting really quick. Duke. Bonus action. When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon, you're holding one hand. Okay, so no.
Yeah, it won't
that
work.
That wouldn't count for this one.
Okay. Never mind then. I'm all
Okay,
set.
cool. No worries. All right, Lugwin.
Okay, he's gonna move up here real quick, and he's gonna start blasting. See if he can hit
You
him.
hit him with fire. Force
I
save.
wish I had some.
Kind of wizard.
All I have
are you?
is, I know, not. Oh, 19. 27 to hit.
Yes, that will absolutely hit.
Okay. Damage is 10,
Okay.
and the second beam is a 24,
24 will hit.
and that is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. All right.
And then he's going up, let's see, 5, 10. He's going to step right back to where he was real quick.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
You don't want him to come after you now.
Nope. I'm squishy. Can't handle those multi-attacks from a troll.
Can't hit one attack. Well,
Yeah. 120 is all it takes.
Right. Sorry, give me a quick second. Cool. All right. Lugwin. Outline, you're up.
hey, swing. 18.
18 will hit.
8 points.
8 points of damage.
Do it again.
Yeah, you
14. That's a miss.
will. 14 is gonna miss.
Do it again.
All right. We're back up to the troll's turn once again. As he takes his breath in, you can see the massive amount of wounds that he has. Some of them start to heal up, and he is what's he gonna do? You know what? He is going to try to shove his way past O-Line. So O-Line, I want you to go ahead and make a strength check for me.
18.
Okay. With your 18, he starts charging at you and starts pushing you away, and you resist a little bit, but he is able to power through you.
Shit.
Kind of knocking you behind him as he powers through and is now past you and in front of your comrades there. So now he is going to, in his rage, swipe one of his claws at Raleigh. For a
Ram with
15.
fire.
15 does not hit, sir.
Okay, he's going to take another claw, and he is going to go towards Zith
No. Not
for a
the healer.
22.
Ah, Jesus.
That'll hit.
All right, go ahead and take 11 points of slashing damage. And then he is going to reach down and try to bite Duke
Proceed.
How dare you?
for does a 15 hit?
I have armor class 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that does hit.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and take 9 points of slashing damage.
Wish I could use my greatsword.
Wait, also, I just realized that short rest, was that enough to heal our hit points?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have used hit dice to do that.
Well,
We only talk about it every time we take a short rest.
So you didn't heal before this?
Nope.
What was your max? Like, what's your max HP?
44.
And what? Okay, what were you at?
Like, 6.
You had 6.
I had 6. Yep.
I will let you go ahead and use your hit dice really quick.
I was gonna say
I'm
you
gonna be
would have used them.
generous.
That's a good DM.
After I blanked that, I was like, wait,
Thank
what?
you.
Alright, hold on.
You even said it too.
Yep. Hold on. Already marked it as like I'm down. Already marked myself as like being down, so I have failure and success right now.
So I would say probably put it up to like 38 or something like that, and then remove 6 from that.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
get all of his hit points back.
Right,
Yeah.
he has 44 total.
Heal
Well,
back
right.
for the damage
He
that you
used
do.
all of
Six.
his,
Hang
Yeah,
on,
I'm gonna do 6.
all of his hit
overthinking it.
dice.
Just heal
There we
back
go.
and then do your
I'm
hit
back.
die.
And then now what I could do is short res, ranger hit die.
And do like 2 or 3 or whatever, or
I'm
all
gonna
of
do
them.
2. Take short rest, confirmed.
You still have to roll the hit die.
Yep. Oh, I just get past it, damn it. Alright, I'm seeing blur right now. I think I got a migraine coming on. Automatically apply healing with dice results, so I have to actually go and individually do it. Nice. There's 1d10 plus 2, and I did 2. I'm just gonna do this. Wow. 3.
No. No.
3 and 5.
Oh my god.
8. Heal 14, and then was it 9, right?
Yeah.
6. 9, yeah.
It was 9.
Alright, we're good.
Okay, you're all set.
Yep.
All right, Zith, you're up.
Okay.
Fireball.
Not in melee range.
Not
I mean, you
melee
can.
range.
Yeah. Disadvantage.
Smack him.
Yeah, Lightbringer.
Lightbringer it up.
Oh, it was almost a natural 20. Okay, 15.
15's gonna hit.
Alright. 3 points.
3 points of
And-
radiant damage. All right.
Yep. And let me go ahead and get my weapon out. 7.
Okay. 7 points of force damage on that one, right?
No, that was 3 points of damage. I rolled a 7 with the spiritual weapon.
7 to hit.
Oh, to hit. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that's good.
I'm
All right. Raleigh.
Run away again.
No.
Could use your short swords.
I'm gonna have to. I feel like I don't do enough damage, but
Someone needs a crossbow expert in their lives.
actually, hang on. Short sword. It's just a +6. Sorry, ignore that one. Aha! Still a 19.
19 is gonna hit.
Nine.
9 points. All right.
9.
999.
17.
Oh, hit.
17 will hit.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. All right. This troll is not looking good.
And then I get one more short sword. Cha. 17.
17's gonna hit.
4.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I get to kill him? Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes. Between the ears. One ear in, out the other ear.
All right. So you kind of jump up on him, Legolas style, and you get on the back of his head, and you just take your short sword and shove it through his giant ear until you see the other end poking out, and you just hear him kind of go as he falls down dead at Zith and Duke's feet.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice kill. Nice kill.
We did it.
Is there anything in here worth noting, or is he just chewing on bones?
Yeah, you can see piles of bones in the corner, and this just looks like this is just where he was.
Eh?
Can I search the body?
You can.
Investigate.
Are you, so all he is wearing is kind of like a loose loincloth.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to search
So-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
does. Lift it up.
You lift it up and you just see just a monstrous dong hanging there.
Ugh. Sorry.
Guys, his dick smells like shit. Harold Kumar? No?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, is there, I don't know, is there something I can do to make sure that he's not going to come back? Because we saw him regenerating while we were fighting him.
Head.
Light him on fire.
Yes. Strike a match.
I know how these things do.
Light him on fire.
It's not your normal under the bridge troll.
Light him on fire.
Anybody got a torch?
We all have torches.
We all float down here.
Yep. That's how we always light the goblins up. We have torches and oil. You do it.
So Lugwin will walk up while everyone's searching everything. He'll look at the guy's dick, and then
Of course,
he'll pour his oil flask out over the troll, and then light it with a torch.
as he's holding the dick in his hand.
As
Take
if you
that
could
for a
hold it with
souvenir
one
for your
hand.
god. Yeah, I could. I'm a Goliath.
All right.
Well,
Yeah. So you light the troll's body on fire, and it all of a sudden just smells disgusting as burnt troll flesh just starts to singe your nostrils.
yeah, fuck that. I'm out. I'm gonna go down this hallway.
Turn to everyone else and be like, I'm sorry, but in my travels, I found that this is the most effective way to
Wait, can we
permanently get rid of
before
a
we go
troll.
down these hallways, can we check this door over here?
I think it'll go down to that door.
It doesn't look like it connects to anything.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay. Can we open these doors real quick?
Yep.
Supplies.
Yay! And let's open
Manticores.
these doors.
Oh yeah.
More manticores.
Okay. Let me see what's in that room first before we do that.
Japanese eyeball monster.
Oh no.
No.
Stab him in the ass.
I was just holding one of those.
All right.
Oh,
Ugh.
fuck.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay. Hang tight. Hang tight.
Enhance. Enhance.
Sure looks like a Japanese eyeball monster.
Oh boy.
Wait,
what the
I
hell
see
is
something.
this thing? Oh, that's why, because I'm in the wrong area. Okay. So there's a desiccated corpse of an unusually large basilisk lying in the middle of this floor on its back. Its shriveled tongue hanging out and all 6 feet sticking up in the air. Clutched in one of its clawed feet is a transparent orb.
Ooh. I'll take that. Thank you.
Okay. As you go pick up the orb out of its hands, you can go ahead and make a perception check for me real quick.
Okay.
Perceive his hand falling off.
God damn it. -1. It's a 10.
Okay. So you can kind of see that there's a little bit of rustling in the body of the basilisk as all of a sudden 2 giant centipedes burst out
Ugh.
and start
Aliens.
to jump on you. Yep, very much alien style. So once again,
Awesome.
let's roll that initiative.
What the fuck, guys?
13. Hey, you wanted to open these doors. I was going down the hallway. That's on you.
Damn.
Is that Andre
Alright.
3000?
Where are we? 17 gray. Okay.
Shit, he's got letters after the numbers. You know that's going to be here for.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what room we're in. Okay, Zith with the 16, O-line with the 13.
Mm-hmm.
Raleigh, what'd you get?
14.
Duke,
Wait.
Ludwin.
12.
All right,
God
we're gonna go
damn
ahead and start. Zith, from outside the door, you can see that these giant centipedes have now burst out of the corpse of this dead basilisk and are targeting your friend? Question mark? Your companion, the warlock Ludwin. What would you like to do?
Let him rot? No,
Ah,
I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
Raised
I
dead.
saved you last time.
Well, this is true. At least you haven't tried to kill me as much as Raleigh has.
See?
Alright. Let's try Firebolt one last time.
okay.
15?
A 15 is going to. Which one are you targeting? The front one?
Yeah, the front one.
Okay. 15 is gonna hit. Yep.
Nice.
Okay. And let's see. Looks like 12 points.
All right.
Nice.
You shoot a firebolt at the giant centipede, and as it connects, this thing just explodes and obliterates into ash.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's a badass shot right there.
Oh my god, that's amazing. You just imagine like Ludwin like shit just spraying in his face. He's like,
I thought that
"Ah."
was only on the weekends.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what he does when he's not raiding dungeons.
Alright, let me go ahead and use my spiritual weapon on the one behind.
Okay.
See if we can-
So your spiritual weapon would have. It's almost running out of time, but it would have come up here.
Okay,
next to
well,
it.
We only rolled a 6, so.
Okay. So spiritual weapon's gonna miss. All right. Raleigh.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit
Oh,
too.
go ahead. Yep. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Mhm.
right there. That's fine.
Nice shot.
Lord is with me on this one.
I think you left the Lord all over his face.
Oh god.
Gross.
Not sure if that's blasphemous or not.
Wait. Did I just hear that's what she said?
That sounds sacrilegious
Yeah.
to me.
Certainly does,
Uh,
Hey,
Dumb oath.
couldn't help
Throw
myself.
something at you.
Or shoot him in the face.
There's a cross I can throw at you.
It would bounce off the chest.
It's a 19 hit.
a 19 will hit.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Oh,
Even with
yeah.
that, you pierce this thing right through, and this thing falls down. Your arrow pierces and takes it with it, and mounts it against the wall, and it is now dead.
Hey.
Yay! You could have sneezed on it and killed it.
Look at that.
Just imagining him
Giant centipedes.
still holding the orb in the basilisk's hand, and then he looks up and sees these two guys. One just explodes in front of him, the other one flies against the wall. It's just like, holy shit.
Guys, we're about to get sacrificed.
Yeah, right? So, I'm gonna go check out that hallway that we stopped going down real quick.
Well,
Just because.
real quick, can I do like an Arcana check on this orb?
You absolutely could.
No, it's a 14.
Okay. That's fine. You can definitely sense there is some sort of magic around it. You'll need probably a little bit of a short rest to kind of figure out exactly what it is. But you can tell that it is.
All right, John.
You can see kind of like a yellow whitish light in like almost a mist in the middle of it.
It'd be nice if we had a mage.
Well, just hold your horses. We'll level up, and I'll.
What do you need to do to check it? Arcana?
It's no. I think we're gonna need like
A detect
a
magic.
or identify spell, something
Yeah.
like that. There's a lot more back here, guys.
Yeah, so that hallway turns to the left. It doesn't keep going. So do you want to go back or go down this way?
Yeah, let's go down.
We're already in this room.
There's a pile of rubble or something.
Yeah,
What just happened?
bunch of
Another pile of rubble.
looks like a bunch of statues down at the end of the room.
More pile of rubble. There's a star on the floor.
Oh. Oh. Is this a
Huh?
Resident Evil statue puzzle?
Oh
Yes.
no.
Is that what we're
Um,
doing now?
All right, so in here, alcoves along the wall. Looks
Okay.
like there are remnants that may have once held 6 statues. 5 of them lie toppled and smashed to pieces on the floor. The 6th, located in the middle alcove along the east wall, remains intact and appears to be made of glistening black stone.
City.
Can we inspect it?
Yes. You
Hold
can.
up the
What are
orb
you-
to it.
What are you doing to inspect it?
Sorry.
I have to pee so bad. I'll be right
All
back.
right, go ahead and do it. That's fine.
Ludwig dies.
Yeah.
What are these marks down here?
Those are so those are there's 11 lifelike statues in a variety of poses are clustered together in the south end of the room.
Shit.
Those are people. Those are real people.
Those were probably turned to stone by the basilisk. We doing with that statue?
Someone was going to investigate it. I'm waiting for someone to tell me what they were doing.
Lugwin has the orb. I'm thinking he should hold it up to it.
Well, Lugwin's not here right now.
Please leave a message after the beep.
What
Yep.
the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
We've got the work fantasy draft going on right now. So, in the eighth round, early round, Susan picked the kicker.
What? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said what the hell.
Must be a really good kicker.
Kansas City's kicker.
All right, what did I miss?
You're gonna hold up the orb to that statue.
Ooh, okay. So come down here and hold it up.
Okay, so you hold the orb up to the statue, and nothing happened.
What was the flavor text? Sorry.
Of what? Of the statue here?
Yeah, I guess.
So you can see that the 6th statue located in the middle alcove along the east wall remains intact and appears to be made of glistening black stone.
Okay.
And the ones
Wow.
down here are lifelike poses of people in statue form.
Oh. Oh, the basilisk froze them.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Maybe hold up the orb to one of them.
I'll try it.
Okay.
I don't know what the orb does. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold the orb up there, and other than letting off a little bit of the mist inside, letting off a little bit of light, nothing happens.
Okay.
Back down the other hallway? I'm out of ideas.
I mean, you said that other hallway went to a dead end, right?
Oh, it turned.
Oh, it turns.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I'd like to
Sweet.
get down to the second level tonight.
I would too.
That would be dope.
Down the hallway, down the hallway, down the hallway. Oh, and it turns again. And tees off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, through the double doors and
So in this
Yeah.
room that Riley's entering here, you can see that there are two 20-foot long, 5-foot wide stone tables in the middle of this room, flanked by stone benches. There are iron rods designed to hold tapestries or bolted to the walls near the ceiling. The tapestries have long since turned to dust, leaving the rods bare. As you step foot into this room, just the acrid smell of just decay almost just enters your nose, and this room just stinks.
there's something dying around here.
Yep.
Let's find out what it is. Oh, there's some rubble.
Dead end there.
Okay, I'm not going forward. I know what happens when you put your
I
head in the rock.
found a door.
Where?
And more rubble. Am I Hey Arnold and opening this door?
Yep.
Um,
FBI, open up.
so in this door, set into the wall of a dead-end tunnel, is a door made of green wood. Mounted on the front of the door is a cast iron carving of a smiling, bearded face. Although vaguely sinister in appearance, the ornament just kind of stares at you.
Poke him in the eye.
Are we able to open it?
You can certainly try.
Open.
Do it, O-line.
Open.
Okay.
Punch that stupid face in his face.
You, what in the hell?
What incarnation?
Sesame.
I would love to, but for some reason,
I have no power here.
I mean, you're kind of right. I don't know. There it is. Okay. Jeez. All right. So you open the door, and you can see, there is an empty 10-foot square room. Other than the fact that there is another one of those glowing eyeballs, kind of floating in midair, once again, kind of staring at you, almost
hi.
smiling.
We saw
It
your
blinks
other
a couple
eyeball.
times.
Use the orb. Use the orb.
Use the orb.
Do the jingle.
Do the jingle.
So Lugwin stands in front of the eye and starts doing that like weird like orb dance that I don't know if you guys used to see those infomercials.
Yeah, the people on drugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
kinda
people
like-
would
kinda
use
like
like their
Labyrinth?
glass ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. David
Be like-
Bowieing the glass ball around. The eyeball. Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Okay.
He's gonna drop it.
Yeah.
It's 14.
Okay. Yeah. You. I mean, you're pretty good with that thing, moving it up and down your arm and spinning it around like kind of like a basketball up and around your arm or across your chest. And you can see that the eyeball is kind of entertained. He's just kind of smiling. His eyelids kind of, if an eye could smile, you could see that it's doing that, and it kind of bobs up and down.
God damn it, O-line. I take anything seriously. Especially my rave dancing.
Yeah.
What's a rave?
Really?
Alright. Well,
Alon isn't that smart. He doesn't know.
I guess let's take off.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll go back around.
nothing else here.
Yeah, we got another hallway.
Just an arcane eye looking at us.
Maybe it'll follow us. Maybe it's a wisp. Whatever that is.
Mm.
No,
Let's
where are you
see.
going?
Oh,
no,
wait.
where are you going?
Oh,
You're
I
in the
went the
hallway.
wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
hold
at
on,
the
I
corner.
forgot where you guys are at now.
Down here.
Okay.
Poking
cool.
around. My Eldritch Blast finger hanging out.
Right?
Mm. Yeah, it turns again.
Yeah, it does.
And there's a door, and there's a hallway. Empty room.
All right. Now, in this room, once again, is kind of similar to the room above there. There are those stone tables lined up across here, and once again, this room smells just as bad as the last one.
Something
Yep.
smells dead.
Open
Here's a
this
door.
Open it. Open the door.
Open.
Okay. We can
Open
open
knock.
the
the
door.
door.
This door lifts from the bottom.
Pulls from the bottom.
Close from the bottom.
Okay. You go to try to push the door open, O-line, and you get resistance
Pull it open.
back. It looks like there's something blocking the door. This is a push door, not a pull door.
I don't know. Use the orb. I don't know.
Use a strength check.
Yeah, can I bash into it?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
12.
Okay. With the 12, yeah, you can push. I mean, it's not like you burst it open, but you slide whatever it is that's blocking the door a little bit, enough for you to get in. You can peek around and you can see that propped against the door is that there's a maggot-eaten corpse of what looks like a female dwarf adventurer wearing tattered leather armor and a matching leather skull cap. In one skeletal hand, she clutches a dagger, in the other, an empty tin flagon. There's a bench at the far end of the room, what looks like to be a pack sitting on the bench.
Search it.
I'm not.
I'll search it.
Something
Okay. Go ahead and
got
roll an
out and
investigation.
killed
check
that
for me.
dwarf.
14. Seems like
Okay.
that's all I can roll.
Yeah, right. You look around and you can see that that this looks to be the remnants of a burglar's pack.
Okay.
Everything is complete except there is. So if you go to your, depending on what you do, the only thing that you can see that's missing from this is the lantern and the flasks of oil.
Damn it, stuff we need.
Take it. With
Sure. Who wants to carry that?
rogue in the party.
Too soon.
Can I search the corpse?
You can.
Is the corpse still warm? Ask me for a friend.
It,
God.
it is.
It is if you got some fire.
God. 12.
Okay. Other than what I mentioned, that's kind of all you find. So you can see, you know, there's a dagger that looks salvageable, an empty tin flagon, and then the tattered
It's a dagger
armor
to the
and skull
rogue.
cap.
He'll turn to Duke and say, Duke, there's a dagger here if you'd like to add it to your belt.
Yes, please.
The magic belt?
The magic belt. I have 2 already, but I will add another one.
Magic belt of retaining.
It does hold 3.
Or does this hold his pants up?
I sure hope so.
Someone's asking the hard questions.
Right.
Not hard just yet, but okay.
Damn. All right. Are you taking the burglar's pack, or are you leaving that there?
Yeah, I mean,
Take it.
I don't know. Is anyone
Yeah, take
able
it.
to carry it?
The almost roguelike archer we have should have a burglar's pack.
Sorry, bro. It's a normal dagger, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, just a normal regular dagger.
And all right. You
Yeah.
want me to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Have a
So is
chin
this shots. This one dwarf was stinking up
Dwarf
the
back.
whole
Hey.
area.
Hey, got my burglar back.
The smell. Go ahead and so the smells that you were smelling weren't necessarily of like rotting flesh, but more of like rotting food.
Oh, okay. Okay. So there's a larder around. I think we got everything.
I say we go downstairs to level
The
2.
only other place I can see is at the other end of that spider hallway. All the way down here.
Yeah, that's where all the other vampire people were.
Right.
The
Yeah,
flesh
just
golem.
past that.
I don't care about them. They're leaving us alone.
Okay.
I say we should go all the way back down to there where I'm pinging on the map. And go down to level 2. You guys have to zoom like all the way out.
Yeah, I'm down. I think we did
And then we got everything.
everything that we could.
Any objection?
Nope.
Nope. Someone just want to move you down there because.
You already
If you all stay put, I'll go ahead and move all of you at the same time.
Yay.
Yay!
I gotta go back. And find you guys
Finally.
again.
For the next 5 days, leveling up.
Right.
I don't know which feat to take. Know what feat Dewey should take. It's called Crossbow Expert.
It's called seduction.
It means you can shoot in melee range without a.
Where the hell? What happened to Halar? Where'd he go?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what happened to that
Forgot
guy?
about him.
Oh, you died somewhere
He doesn't light up on the
Probably.
map. So.
Again?
Yeah, right.
You're
He
up there
died again.
somewhere.
I gotta find him. Where the hell were you guys earlier?
He's right here. Pink.
Where?
I think that's him, right?
Do it again?
Right here. I'm doing it.
Oh, down by the portal
No,
that we were
no,
going
that's
in and
not
out of?
him. That was a
That's
dead
not him?
body that you guys.
Oh, that's right.
That you guys saw.
You want to see a dead body?
Want to see a dead body?
Right here. Right here.
Somebody said they got poop.
Found him.
Oh,
Out of the
yeah.
dark.
Oh yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. All right.
I like Roswald though.
Aleph has been with you guys the whole time. He just doesn't do anything. He's just kind of
Right, retconned.
kind of egging you on, trying to, talking about how he's gonna get revenge on his, people for leaving him to die, and all that fun stuff.
Let's trek
All right.
downstairs.
So you guys are about to make your way downstairs. So let me do this. Give me a second here. Oh, I don't want to move you guys just yet. I have to set everything up. There we go. Here. Oh, you guys are already here. So is Sweetums. Cool. Let me just paste. You guys can go away. Alright, let me put this up here. Alright. You guys should now be moved here. I'm going to go ahead and ping where you should be.
Yep.
Right?
Way at the top. Holy shit.
Yep. So you guys walk down the stairs in the first level, like just down, 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 and down. You rounded the corner, and now you're at the top of this next flight of stairs that just keeps going down, 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 and down.
Moving forward.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you guys are moving down the stairs for me.
Shit. Ooh, natural 20. Suck
Let's go.
it. And I die.
Don't say
You
that.
see the axe cutting you in half.
20.
Yes,
One.
but it wasn't natural.
Nothing
20's a
natural
20.
about it. Boy.
Let me.
Natural
Bucks, there's
20s are
20
better.
bucks.
Ask me how I know.
Don't ask him.
Brian just says no every time I do it. It's no
Now.
fun. I'm gonna get him when he's not expecting it. He's gonna be, God damn it.
Yeah.
Some client
Alright.
is gonna be on the phone and is like, why is someone cursing?
Well, that's all right. Lucas already does it.
Yeah, all the
Um,
time.
All right, O-Line and Raleigh, you guys can kind of hear as you guys are all moving down. I'm assuming the two of you who are sitting at the top of the stairs have followed everyone down.
Waiting for us to die.
Duke and Raleigh, are you guys just chilling up there?
I'm chilling up here.
Okay, so Raleigh and O-Line, you guys can
I'll trust it.
hear faint sounds of like kind of high-pitched chatter coming down the hallway.
Goblins.
We got people ahead. Is it getting louder?
It does get a little bit louder. It's still super faint.
How about now?
As you look into this corner here, you can tell that the sounds are coming from this direction. Looking in this room here, you can see that trash and debris litter this floor. The walls, you can see on the far end, are adorned with bas-reliefs that once depicted dwarves carrying supplies. The dwarves' faces have been chipped away and have been replaced with cartoonish goblin heads drawn in charcoal. Amongst the high-pitched chittering, you can also hear banging noises coming from somewhere in that area as well.
Do we get down here? Banging noises.
It's rhythmic.
I'm gonna zoom away.
You're just gonna walk right in and be like, okay. Alright, there are
Oh,
noises.
We stop right here.
Okay.
Because
You can hear you can hear the noises are louder and louder in there.
I can see a goblin right here.
Yep.
What kind of vision do you have? Holy shit.
So as you do peek around, you can kind of see that in that area you can hear, it sounds like almost kind of marketplace-esque. You hear people kind of chattering, some other goblins yelling, peddling goods. Just very faint sounds of what sounds like kind of a marketplace scenario happening.
Shall we check it out?
I mean, I can understand goblins, so
What's going on then, Dewey?
You'll be our closer.
Rally.
I'll be the closer. We're about to buy some goblin shit. Yep, that's a goblin. That's a whole bunch of goblins. All
What are you
right.
saying?
All right.
Guess
What are you doing?
And do you know what
Talk
they're
to 'em.
saying? If you speak goblin, what are they saying?
I don't know, Brian. What are they saying?
I mean, you can there's nothing really specific. You can hear one of them
Butt
talking about
scratchers. Get your butt scratched.
yeah. Back scratchers, get your butt scratchers here. Another one's like, get your fresh meat, supplies. Kill adventurers, get supplies. Come over here to Gronk's little hut.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's go say hi, people.
What did you see in there?
Maybe we can trade.
One here, one here, one here, 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 another one here, another one behind here. There's a lot of them in there.
Shall we go around, see if we can get behind them?
There's some up at the top corner.
Yep. There's one here,
Mm.
there's here, and here.
Mm.
Let's go say hi. Let's
Yeah.
Let's go be friendly.
Okay.
Let's try some diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Oh, hey.
All right. As you guys step into the market, the chattering and everything
Stops.
comes to a halt. Everyone just kind of just immediate like record scratch
You
stops,
just hear,
and they turn your way.
I say something, Rally.
I tell them in
Rally.
Goblin, we come in peace. And then what do they respond with? They're still quiet when we say we come in
So
peace.
they look at you and they kind of look around, and very wary. They just kind of look at you and start going back to peddling their wares, turning back to each other.
Ah. Well, could I ask this one where I could buy potions?
You can.
Aha.
Let me see.
We should still have one, I believe, yeah?
I don't know. I have.
I don't
20.
have any.
Gonna check the inventory here. Yeah, I have one.
Oh, okay. We must have used one at one point, because I think we all had one when we left.
That was like a month ago.
I know. We're supposed to keep it in your inventory.
I do not have. I have a pitten. What the hell's a pitten?
I think
Like
it's
one of those
current.
things you no, it's like one of those things you hammer into a wall to help you climb.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think we assigned everybody a potion. I think we just have 6 potions. Or 5 now.
Okay. So you ask this guy. Are you asking him in Goblin? You're just asking him where you can buy potions.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he's kind of like, we don't really have those kind of things here. If you're interested in, some weapons or armor or any tools, I can help you over here. But potions are a little bit hard to come by down here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you know where I could get the sword unstuck from my giant friend over here?
What?
I
Hi.
I can't drop the sword.
You can't drop the sword.
Nope.
Why not?
It's stuck. It's stuck.
Curse.
I show him shaking my hand with like my palm open. It's just stuck on it.
He kind of laughs and he's like, "Well, that sucks to be you." Now,
What kind of weapons
Damn.
do you have down here?
he kind of pulls the curtain back to his little hut or his little bodega next to him. He's like, we got all sorts of stuff here. We got long swords, short swords. We got some crossbows. Just kind of your basic adventuring wear.
Nothing fancy or
Magical?
stuff that glows of a certain color?
Oh, you want something magical, huh? Well, you know what? Come here. I'm just. You know what?
Take
You
his
look
pants
like
off?
good people. You look like good people. You know what? You come here. You come with me, and I'll show you. I'll show you what I got over here, real quick.
I'm about to get jumped by
Grab 'em.
goblins.
Nice knowing you, Rally.
Goodbye, guys.
Boom, Piper Perry.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
I follow him. Let's see all these
Okay.
fake persons and watches.
All right, so you follow him behind the curtain into it. Like his bodega opens up kind of over into the center area. You guys kind of approached him from the side. So you follow him behind his little curtain. So you're kind of behind his desk. Oline, are you following him or what are you doing?
I'm just staying right up here,
Just say yes.
Okay.
just keeping watch.
So you're in front of his little desk there, kind of like where the customers would come in. He's like, all right, now this came off of, let's just say it may have fallen off the cart here, right? So I found it, And you know, like I said, you look like a good person. So, let's, you know, what do you think of this? And he opens up this box, and you can see that they're like wrapped in kind of tattered velvet. He unwraps this thing, and you can see that it is a hand crossbow, but it looks like there's some design crudely painted on it.
Crudely painted on it.
It's got flames.
Pinstriping.
Pinstriping down the side.
Can I inspect it?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll an inspection or investigation.
Once you pick it up, you can't put it down.
Right.
Just a 10. Just a 10.
So are you trying to, are you just visually inspecting it, or are you trying to pick it up?
I'm trying to find out what kind of magic properties it has.
Okay, so that's not an investigation check. That is going to be an Arcana check.
Boom. A
All right.
6.
You do not feel any magical anything coming off of this thing.
I can come up there and take a look at it.
We
So,
we had a wizard.
So are you
I'm
kind
shouting
of
over
out
the
front with
rugby
O-line? Because you don't know. I mean, unless you followed him,
Yeah.
you're kind of standing outside of everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be outside. So if you want to let me know, I can come back there and take a look if the goblin's cool with it.
I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look. Come take a look at this magical crossbow. I say magical in quotations, air quotes.
Womp womp.
Okay. Yeah. So Lugwin nods and comes back, takes a look,
Okay.
and it's a 23.
All right.
Arcana.
You can sense that there is no magical energy coming off this thing whatsoever.
So instead of saying anything, he will telepathically communicate with you and say, "This goblin's trying to rip you off. Don't purchase this crossbow."
I knew it.
And he looks
when he said crudely drawn, I was like,
He looks at you and he's like, well, what do you think? I mean, this thing can really do some damage. We've tested it.
And then ask the goblin if I can test it on him. Serious.
Come on, I'll give you a good deal. Only 225 gold. Come on.
Alright. I'm gonna lie to him and tell him we don't have the money.
If we
Roll
don't,
deception.
What?
Roll deception if you're lying to him.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't have the money.
oh, yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
we don't.
Well, okay. If you don't actually have the money, it wouldn't be deception. It would be persuasion.
I rolled a 21 anyways. Deception.
Okay. So,
You want me to roll persuasion? I can roll that too.
I mean, well, it's I mean, are you lying to him or are you not lying to him?
I mean,
Yes.
yes. If I had the money, I wouldn't buy it. So I can roll a persuasion.
Okay. Because I guess technically you don't have the money, right? Okay, so
There you go.
23. So he looks at you, and he's like, all right. You know what? Like I said, you look like a good person, right? And you know, Gronk likes to take care of people, right? I mean, he's got to keep his name up, right? So, you know what? Forget the 225, right? Screw that. You know what? I'll give it to you for let's call it 125. How about that? Knock 100 gold off for you.
Don't do it.
No, I don't want it.
$3.
I don't want it.
Lugwin is still communicating with you and says, "Don't do it."
Can I use
On a door.
Found a door.
hmm
Yeah, it's just past his
Hey.
little hut.
There's an emergency. Come quick. Found a door.
Okay. Sorry, I must go. My people need me.
Whoa, okay. I mean, if you change your mind, remember, Gronk is always here for you, right?
Of course, of course.
Lugwin
Right.
will. Actually, I can't speak Goblin, so I can't talk to him.
You can mind fuck him with something.
I could, but then I
Oh.
wouldn't know what he was thinking. I don't have the ability to read thoughts yet. I can just project mine.
All right. Are we going through this door? Waste of time.
Yeah, let's see what it leads.
Okay.
Stupid cup.
Storeroom.
You open this door here, and you can
public bathroom.
see inside. So there are 4 iron gibbets that are hanging from the chains hooked to 10-foot high ceiling. So it's basically just kind of iron chains, right? All of them are empty except for one that's holding a goblin that is wailing. Looks like this is kind of almost kind of a holding cell, a prisoner room kind of area. This goblin is, you can hear that as he sees you open the door, he just kind of he's starting to cry, and then he looks at you and goes, "Ah, help me!" Very quietly, kind of trying to get your attention.
You there?
I'm gonna
Why are you up
actively ignore him.
What'd you say, Riley?
there? I ask him why he's up there.
The goblin looks at you and he says, "Dude, they're trying to starve us, and I was just trying to get some food, and they caught me."
So you're a thief.
The boss has way too much food, and we just get the scraps. I was just trying to even some out. He never eats it all anyway.
Who's he?
Yuck.
Where is he?
He's at the other side of the market.
All
That's where
Maybe
his
we
room
can
usually
speak with
is. That's where he hangs out.
right.
Please help me. Get me down from here.
How do we get him down?
We can't get him down yet.
Yep, we
Can't just
can't.
take him down.
We let him out. He runs out. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, they freed a prisoner." We're gonna get swarmed. Ask me how I know.
We gotta talk to this Yek guy.
Okay.
Hey, give me at least you have some food I can have. I can give you some. I know some stuff.
All right. We don't need any of that.
Please, just a little food. Just please.
You throw him like a slap of beef jerky or something.
Yeah, Lugwin will give him one of his rations.
So how are you just? Because this goblin like is hanging from the arms.
Yeah, like popcorn. Chuck it into his mouth.
Oh, he's full Nelson right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's this one?
Yes.
So he'll walk over to it, and he'll feed him, like the ration, and say, I don't know. Does he speak common?
I mean, are you like it's been speaking common this whole time.
Okay. So he'll
No, he
feed
can't.
him. He'll feed him the ration and tell him, "We'll speak to Yek on your behalf, but I can't promise anything else."
Right. Well, be careful. It's Yak isn't what he seems to be. He may look like one of you humans, but just be careful.
Thank you for the information.
Hey, if you're gonna take care of the boss, he does hold some treasure in the room across from here. Go out into the common area, the marketplace, and go north, and then head east at your first right there, and in the room, that's where he keeps his treasure.
Nice.
Thank you, friend. We will return.
Yeah, one way or another.
So as you guys strike your deal with this goblin there, and as you guys turn to head out, that is where we'll go ahead and stop for tonight.